Hey guys, Brandon Dawson here from the Tribe of Christians. I'm actually live. Today is December. I've had a lot going on. Let's see. Today is December 10th, 2024. Just waiting to see if anybody's going to come on. Just giving it a few minutes. Hey guys, Brandon Dawson here from the Tribe of Christians. Today is December 10th, 2024. Some massive things are coming. Major massive things are coming. I'm updating you guys from right here in the middle of my car. We are in the middle of our move. We are heading to back to Texas, specifically Houston. So we are right in the middle of our move. And this is urgent enough that I wanted to share what has happened so far. And I take it to I take it to be affirmation of all the different things that I have seen going on that is coming over the nation. Major warnings. Some things that I just, after everything that we have been through the past few days, there's no question of a doubt of what is coming. So I'm going to share our experience so far with this move, some past experiences, what has happened before with the last move that we made, and just the warning, the overall warning. So I'm trying to think where the best place is to begin to share with you guys. So the Lord has called us to move back to Houston, Texas, in preparation for massive catastrophes and disasters that are coming over the nation, specifically the northeastern section of the country. And I definitely believe that there's some attacks that are coming. Probably, most likely, this will be the entry into World War III. And some major things are coming, so we were given the warning to move, to get out of this area. We're heading back to Texas. And the last time that this happened, last time we moved, we were in New York City, in New York. This was in 2019, when New York passed late-term abortion, and the Lord gave us a warning, gave us a word to leave the area that He was bringing major catastrophe and disaster over the nation, specifically with New York City, those areas, and that we needed to leave and get out. So we did the best preparations that we could in that move in 2019. He led us to Charlotte. We left October 4th of 2019. We had jobs lined up, everything lined up, did everything correct, and everything fell apart in that trip. Horrific things happened, one thing right after the next. The enemy, trying to prevent us from that move, almost killed our pet. Terrible things had happened in that move. So, but we made it, and not only we made it, but we actually my wife's aunt, the enemy had caused a massive infection in her body, and she passed away right in the middle of our move. We had that happen. We almost lost our cat Jacob because the AC line had broke on our car. We had no air conditioning. He almost died of a heat stroke. And luckily, we had gotten some bad gas along the way. So we had stalled out at a gas station, and right across the street was a Family Dollar, and I noticed that our cat was having a heat stroke. I ran across the street, got some towels, got some ice, just made it just in time to get him wrapped up and save his life. So we just had a lot of things. We have experience with this, so I know what I'm talking about. So let me tell you what's happened with our move so far, and just to explain it, again, we have 3 rescued cats, and so we had to get everything set up in our moving truck to move all of our furniture, move everything first, and then fly back to Charlotte and drive back to Texas with the cats. And that's what we're doing today. We've got a nice 15-hour trip ahead of us. So everything that's happened so far confirms what I've seen and what I suspect is coming. Because first thing, in our move with the moving truck, I went with Penske Rental Company because I thought their vehicles would be the most reliable. Let me tell you how the enemy works. So on our move, we were 150 miles outside of Houston, right out in Louisiana, when the ball joint, the wheel, separated from the axle, and it could have killed us. We were going maybe 40 miles an hour, and we were stranded out there. Had to get Penske to set up a tow, and get towed into Houston. So we have a broken down truck sitting out front. Until we get back, they have to set up a second truck to come in, and a moving crew to move everything from the broken down truck into the new truck, just so that we can get moved in. So that was problem number one. We almost died in that wreck. Not a wreck. We almost died. Could have died. Just could have been horrifically, really bad for us. But thank God the Lord prevented. It could have been the worst case scenario, but it wasn't. So that was problem number one. And then problem number two happened when we got on the plane. We would have missed our flight. And there's a lot more to this, and I'm going to explain it all in just a minute, just how delicate or intricate this was. So the enemy tried to prevent us to get to Houston, probably tried to kill us, and then tried to get us to miss the flight. Well, we made the flight. So unfortunately, when we got back into Charlotte, we noticed that we had lost our keys. All of our keys for our car, the rental truck keys, everything somehow fell out of my jacket somewhere along the way. So we had no way to get into our car. It's a keyless start type of vehicle. So that was problem number two. Lost our car keys. We had to have a locksmith come out and set up. We had to pay probably about close to $1,000 to get emergency remote key access into our car, to get all that set up, get in our car, and to get out of Charlotte and to make the drive. So we ended up staying the night because just by the time it was too late to try and make that drive. Now, problem number three. So today, after we got our keys and everything set up to get back in the car, and by the way, we have been in contact with the airlines trying to figure out if they found our keys, and nobody's found our keys or anything. So don't know what happened. Problem number three. So when I was getting our cats into our vehicle, one of them got loose, and in my attempt to try and catch him, I turned and I dislocated my knee. My knee completely dislocated, my left knee completely dislocated, separated, and I fell, and I was afraid I was going to have to call an ambulance and get it to get put back in place. So I'm laying on the ground, and this just happened a few hours ago, with my knee completely in two separate places. And then out of nowhere, I think the Lord touched my knee, because it went on its own, went back into place, and I was able to get up and get everything back secured in our vehicle. So that was problem number three, and I'm going to tell you problem number four. So my knee was dislocated, our truck broke down, we lost our keys, so many different things happening, trying to prevent us to get to where we're going. Now we have this massive storm, because I'm telling you, I'm praying, I'm like, there's no way in the world the enemy is going to prevent us from getting there. Because there's more than just the disasters that are coming. There is revival coming. There's tons of stuff coming. And I know that the enemy's doing their hardest to try and get us from getting there. But we got this massive storm, making it almost difficult to even drive the speed limit. We've got to drive about 40 to 50 miles an hour, because there's so much flooding. The rain is so bad that I can't, it's just making it as miserable as possible. If everything can go wrong, I'm telling you, it's going terribly wrong. There's many times where I'm questioning the Lord, why is all of this happening? And of course, and I'm reminded of all the different examples of when Paul was shipwrecked, all these horrific things that went wrong for the apostles, but yet God still prospered them, and they still made it to their destinations, and the miracles and the revivals still came. And things, you cannot prevent it. You can delay it, but you can't prevent what God is going to do. So anyways, we went through all these now we're not to mention, we're kind of parked in a Walmart parking lot because our cat has horrific diarrhea. So we have to get another kennel. We're trying to figure out that situation. It's just one thing after the next. Praying through all of this and everything that we have gone through, and I'm sure there's many things along the way. The Lord's just affirmed to me over and over and over that on one side of it, we've got miraculous things that are coming, that are down the road, major big revival things coming, a lot of big things, anointings that are going to be coming through our ministry that I'm going to be setting up down the road. And on the other side of it, I believe disasters are coming all along the northeastern coast. I'm telling you, disaster and destruction is going to hit New York. It's going to hit Washington, D.C. It's going to hit all those major, huge liberal cities along our northeastern coast. We are heading right down the pipeline towards World War III. I don't mean to terrify you guys or anything like that, but we know that we have to get from point A to point B, meaning the end times and Bible prophecy. We got to get there somehow. So we are in the path. We are in direction, in route for that. These things are coming, and everything that we are going through the past few days just affirms to me, just affirmation that the enemy's got this massive target on us, trying to prevent us from making this move. Why would they try so hard if the anointings, the revivals weren't coming, and also if the disasters weren't also coming? So as always, I'm going to see if I can kind of look through your comments to see if I can respond to any questions you might have. My wife's in Walmart right now trying to get all the supplies we need. God bless her. I'm so thankful that she's been with me through everything, and I don't know how I'd make it without her. Looking for, I don't know what that is. Anyways, guys, thanks for watching. Thank you for tuning in. And if you have any questions, comments, or concerns, as always, you can reach out to me through email. I'll respond when I can. You can leave your comments below. Just sharing kind of an update. So when everything wrong happens in your life, no matter how hard you pray, no matter how hard you fast, sometimes there is a reason and a purpose for it. Don't become discouraged. Whatever you do, don't give up. Because like I said, I got my knee dislocated laying right there on the sidewalk in horrific pain, thinking, what in the world is going on? But don't give up, because the Lord is with you. And I'm just, like I said, affirmation that these disasters are coming for these areas that have murdered millions of children, have butchered our children, have done the whole trying to transition our children into all these horrific hormones and all these things they're doing, along with along with the abortions and stuff. It's coming. Reconciliation is coming, and the Lord is bringing horrific hellfire down on these cities that have destroyed our children and our youth and have shed this innocent blood. And all the people who have been listening, being obedient, they're being led out into the wilderness right now, because I'm telling you, there's a massive movement. People are fleeing these areas, just like how birds migrate. They know people are fleeing from these areas. They just know this something is coming. So anyways, guys, please pray for us for our trip, and just keep us in your prayers, your thoughts. Feel free to reach out to me. I'll see if I can get another update once we finally get there. But God bless, guys. Thank you for tuning in, and whatever you do, stay encouraged, keep running your race, keep fighting the good fight of faith, and never ever give up.